House Democrats are demanding that FBI Director Kash Patel repay taxpayers for what, they call a personal use of a government jet. And, whether you agree with them or not, the core issue is something every American understands: how public money is used and why transparency matters. Okay. Government aircraft are not private toys. I mean, they're not weekend getaway vehicles. They are federally funded by you, the taxpayer, as an asset to use for work. That is it. Okay. And it should not be outrageous to expect basic accountability on how those tax dollars are being spent on that, object, we'll call it the jet, and what its purpose is. For some reason, that is outrageous, and I don't understand how that is outrageous. So when travel records show a top federal official flying to sporting games and then flying his girlfriend to another city on the same trip, questions are not only reasonable, they are 100% necessary. I mean, to be clear, these are allegations, not findings. There is no inspector general report, no ethics ruling, no former, determination that Patel broke any rules. When lawmakers say, quote, show us the flight logs, show us the passenger list, show us who approved this. That is exactly how oversight is supposed to work. And this matters because the rules on government aircraft have been consistent for decades. I mean, if any part of a trip is personal, the cost of that portion must be paid back to the government, all right? It's not like a punishment. It's policy because you are using American taxpayer dollars. And obviously it applies to both parties. It applies to every administration. It's about protecting the integrity of public office and service. So here's what Kash Patel had to say about this. Check out this clip.
And the Democrats are also, Mr. Director, supposedly going to investigate your use of the FBI jet, because they're claiming you've commandeered it for personal joyrides, going to a wrestling event, I guess, for your girlfriend. Is that true? And if so, if the Biden team did something like that, if it was true, I'd probably be hitting them tonight on television, but I thought I'd give you a chance to respond to that drive-by.
Yeah. It's simple. The FBI director, all FBI directors are required users of the FBI plane. They don't let me fly commercially. But my predecessors wasted millions of dollars because they were too lazy to drive an extra 20 minutes and go to Andrews Air Force Base. They used D.C. Reagan National as their personal hub, costing the taxpayer $4 million. I shut that policy off and mandated the use of government airfields. I've also used the airplane less than my prior two predecessors. And yes, I'm entitled to a personal life just like my other agency had counterparts with their partners. So do I support my girlfriend? Absolutely. And do I take trips with her? Absolutely. But when they're talking about raid jackets and Velcro and FBI plane use, they are not talking about the facts because they know this FBI is succeeding in ways prior leadership failed. And those cronies will always stick together and, of course, band together with their enemies to come in and attack us. And our mission here is to protect the American people. Let me tell you one more stat that the American people are going to love. This FBI is on course to deliver the lowest murder rate in modern history by double digits. The lowest murder rate in modern history by double digits. That's because we're out there in cities like Memphis leading the charge, in places like St. Louis and Miami and New York and elsewhere across the country, delivering the mission first mindset and putting agents in power in the field to make these arrests. You cannot have these results if you focus on what the media wants to write about you or what the Democrats want to investigate. I am the only FBI director to turn over information related to travel, and that information shows one thing. I am a steward of the taxpayer dollars. My predecessors weren't. They couldn't drive 20 extra minutes on every trip. I'll drive an extra hour if it saves the taxpayer an extra few bucks.
So what we're watching right now is a test, not, just of Kash Patel, but of a broader standard. I mean, if these trips were probably authorized, the documents will show that. I mean, if they weren't, then the public deserves a straight answer and a full reimbursement. That is how accountability works, okay? It's supposed to work in a country built on checks and balances. And look, check this out. Part of what makes this story so important is, the moment that we're in right now. I mean, trust in government is so low. confidence in like institutions is fragile. And when people see examples or even potential examples of officials using public resources for private benefit, I mean, it adds to all that distrust. This is why transparency matters. This is why truth matters. Okay, it isn't about partisanship, all right? It's about standards. As this investigation continues, the facts will tell the story, not the headlines, not the noise, and not the politics behind any of it. Just the documents, the policies, and the truth. Thank you for watching. I am Jared Zisser, and this is Ring of Fire. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on notifications to make sure you are informed about everything important in progressive politics today. And if you are looking for fact-based, independent reporting all day, every day, follow me here on Instagram or here on Facebook. See you in the next video.